distinguished guests, invitees, ladies and gentlemen. I would start the day's session on force multiplier in counterterrorism with a brief introduction. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, the Sri Lanka military launched the world's biggest humanitarian operation in contemporary history to rescue innocent Tamil people held hostage by the LTT. This humanitarian operation culminated with the killing of the world's most ruthless terrorist leader on the banks of Nandi Kadal Lagoon on 18 May 2009, while successfully rescuing over 280,000 Tamil civilians from the clutches of terrorists. The total annihilation of the LTT leadership, ladies and gentlemen, the cadre, the military organization, concluded the most brutal separatist campaign in the contemporary history of warfare. This great victory, undoubtedly, is due to the leadership of our President of Sri Lanka, His Excellency Mahinda Rajapaksa, and Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa, the Secretary of Defense, who was the driving force. His Excellency was a symbol of political will and unwavering, strong leadership to eradicate terrorism from the entire nation. The Secretary of Defense was instrumental in planning the military strategy with the Chief of Defense Staff, service commanders, formation commanders, and provided leadership, coordination, supervision, and all the other requirements of the military to defeat the LTT. Ladies and gentlemen, the credit also goes to our armed forces, namely Sri Lanka Army, the Navy, and the Air Force. We must also mention that the police, the Special Task Force, and the Civil Security Department supported this victorious campaign. The success of the humanitarian operations, ladies and gentlemen, was mainly due to our dedicated, committed efforts of our Chief of Defense Staff, service commanders, the divisional commanders, security force commanders, task force commanders, the brigade commanders, battalion, company, platoon, and section commanders, and all officers and soldiers who took part in the victorious campaign. Undoubtedly, our soldiers are the finest fighters and were the backbone of this magnanimous victory. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very, very proud of our soldiers. At the inception of terrorism way back in 1970, the strength of the Sri Lanka Army consisted of one major general and a brigade of infantry plus, with the supporting arms and logistic elements. However, ladies and gentlemen, by the end of the humanitarian operations in May 2009, the Sri Lanka Army has evolved into a highly professional, formidable fighting machine consisting of approximately 20 divisions, ladies and gentlemen, 20 divisions. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, it was Secretary of Defense who was instrumental in doubling the strength of the army from 100,000 in 2006 to nearly 200,000 in a matter of 3.5 years. A remarkable, a fantastic achievement. This, ladies and gentlemen, was one of the key factors for the victory. The infantry divisions, the task forces, the brigades, battalions fought the LTT with the support of the commandos, the special forces, armor, artillery, and engineers, and signals. The Navy contributed immensely by establishing a foolproof naval blockade in the eastern coast and dominated the coastal area in the northern seas, whilst the Air Force engaged the LTT targets in depth and provided close fire support and vital casualty evacuation operations to the Army, Navy on all occasions during the humanitarian operation. Ladies and gentlemen, most of our officers and men have dedicated their entire career in the military, fighting the LTT. They have experienced victory, faced debacles, reverses, and have undergone immense hardship. Over the years, ladies and gentlemen, officers and men have acquired a wealth of knowledge, immense experience, mastered combat skills and techniques on the art of terrorism and guerrilla warfare, including innovative, unconventional methods to defeat the world's most ruthless terrorist organization. They have evolved into highly experienced, highly knowledgeable, battle-hardened strategists, campaigners, tacticians, and warriors. They are all experts in their own field, ladies and gentlemen. The infantrymen, the special forces, the commandos, the armor, gunners, sappers, and signalers. Similarly, the Navy and the Air Force have also built a highly formidable organization. They were all highly focused, dedicated, and motivated to win. High morale and comradeship prevail amongst the fighting formations of the armed forces due to good leadership and administration. Joint operations, which are under a unified command structure, proved to be highly successful. All operations were highly synchronized and integrated. Ladies and gentlemen, the professional execution of tasks by all arms of the Army, along with the Navy and Air Force, was undoubtedly a force multiplier which contributed immensely to the defeat of the LTT. The policy of ensuring zero civilian casualties was very strictly adhered by all formations, ladies and gentlemen. Utmost care was taken to safeguard civilians. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have an expert panel of senior officers, battle-hardened veterans of the company to present their contribution to the overall success of the humanitarian operation. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 7 speakers. I will now introduce the first speaker of the session. First speaker is Brigadier Nirmal Dharmanath. Brigadier Nirmal Dharmanath was in service of the Army since 1985. He began his military career as an infantryman in the Gajaba Regiment. Later he switched to the Special Forces, where he excelled in the field, taking part in a number of operations. He has held many important command and staff appointments in the Army during his illustrious Army career. For his acts of courage, valor, and commitment, he was awarded Rana Sura and Rana Vikrama Padakrama gallantry medals. He gained international diplomatic exposure by discharging his duties at the Sri Lanka High Commission in the United Kingdom as Defense Advisor from 2009 to September 2010. He holds a master's degree in Defense Studies from the University of Kelaniya and was graduated from the Sri Lanka Army Command and Staff College. He is now holding one of the most demanding and challenging appointments of the Sri Lanka Army headquarters as Director Operations. Ladies and gentlemen, Brigadier Nirmal Dharmanath will now speak on operations behind enemy lines. Brigadier Dharmanath, please.